one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can we have a roll call?
Councilpersons Bear,
Here.
Dupre,
Here.
Ross,
Here.
Salcido,
Here.
Zor,
Here.
Tobin,
Here.
and Mayor Higgins.
Here. At this point, and resolved that the mayor and city council recess to a closed session to discuss labor negotiations.
So moved.
Support.
Councilperson Salcido?
Yes.
Dupre,
Yes.
Bear,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Zor,
Yes.
Tobin,
Yes.
and Mayor Higgins.
Yes.
I know.
Got some hot air, Carlos?
Finish this up.
Yep.
Her crowd is back there. Do we have to have a vote for adjourn, or can we just?
Yeah, there's got to be a resolution.
Hi there. Good.
Hi, Joe.
How you doing?
Good.
Reconvening the regular meeting.
Okay, we will reconvene our meeting, and we will close for the session of the labor negotiations.
We have to have a resolution. So resolved that the special meeting be adjourned at 6:29 p.m.
So moved.
Support.
Call for the vote.
Councilperson Salcido?
Yes.
Tobin?
Yes.
Bear?
Yes.
Dupre?
Yes.
Ross?
Yes.
Zor?
Yes.
And Mayor Higgins.
Yes. Now we will reconvene for our second meeting.
Call to order.
I call to order for our public meeting for the CBDG, and I will turn it over to our director.
Good evening. The purpose of the meeting tonight is to take public comments and proposals for how to spend the upcoming CDBG annual allocation. As an entitlement community, we are anticipating that our 23-24 allocation will be $748,079 in community block grant funding from HUD. That funding year will commence on July 1 and end on June 30th. Sorry. Of that allocation, up to 20%, or $149,615.80, is available for administration and planning activities. 15%, or $112,211.85, is available for public service projects. And the remaining $598,463.20 is available to be allocated among various eligible projects. The city anticipates that because of our revolving loan fund, we will also have an additional sum of funding through program income. That will be available to allocate to our homeowner rehabilitation loan program as well as our housing stock improvement program. The 5-year consolidated plan developed in 2021 is what will guide all eligible activities for funding. And they must meet one of the following national objectives, either directly benefiting residents of a low to moderate income, preventing or eliminating blight or slum-producing activities, or addressing a community need for particular urgency for which no other funds are available. A minimum of 70% of these funds must address objective number 1. CDBG-assisted activities must comply with regulations set forth by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Historically, we have funded 4 basic categories: public services, home improvement, programming, infrastructure improvements, and administration. Our public services include but are not limited to child care, health care, job training, recreation programs, education programs, public safety services, fair housing activities, services for senior citizens, for homeless persons, drug abuse counseling or treatment, energy conservation, counseling, and testing. Again, our public service activities are limited to 15% of our total allocation, or $112,211.85. To help address affordable housing needs, the city has administered the Home Improvement Program, which provides code-related improvements to existing homeowners. The program also includes low-interest rate loans, blight remediation loans, and deferred loans for income-qualifying households. Included in your packet are copies of the several departmental and community partner applications for your review. Departmental requests consisted of the following. Under Public Services, the Police Department requested $16,000 for flock cameras to help combat crime awareness. Let's see, under Public Facilities and Improvements, our Fire Department requested 2 LifePak 15 heart monitors at a cost of $85,000, airbags at a cost of $12,000, fire hose at $9,500, Lucas CPR device at $19,000, an infrared handheld thermal imaging camera for $10,000, and then the library requested $185,000 for replacement of their roof. Parks and Recreation playground mulch request was for $10,000. Code enforcement for $100,000. Blight remediation for $108,733. Demolition at $100,000. I'd like to ask, there are no community partners present, so we won't be getting a brief synopsis of any of the proposals that we received from our community partners. If you'd like, I'm happy to go over those. If you'd like, they're quickly outlined in the Excel. Yeah.
When you advertise this, how did you advertise that we were going to having a public meeting? Because normally we have, this is the one public hearing that we usually get
Yep.
some people at.
It was listed, it was ran in the newspaper, and I sent emails to all of our partners that currently receive funding, as well as those who applied for funding.
All right, I'm just-
I heard from 2 that they were unable to find someone who was available this evening to come to the meeting tonight. But our regular partners have been very vocal and working with me throughout the process, so.
Through the chair?
Sure.
Jen,
Yeah.
you mentioned the fire hose at, was it 9,000 or is it the 19 that's listed?
Oh, I'm sorry, 19,000.
It is 19.
I'm sorry.
That's
I
okay.
Yeah, my recommendation, because of the, so I don't know if you can see, I have my recommended amounts in the second to last column, and then the note explains my suggested amount, and that's due to our LMI census tracts.
Okay. I do see a lot of the agencies that normally participate.
Yep.
They're listed, so, yeah, it's surprising
Yep.
that they're not here. Normally, they do show up. Can I ask the fire chief a question?
Absolutely.
Chief, I thought we had a Lucas.
You do.
We did, okay.
You need two.
Oh, okay,
You need two.
all right.
Yeah, so what's been happening lately is that the rescue goes out, they're on a run, and then another run comes in, and the Lucas is not with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're pretty
So we
busy.
need two. Yep.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Through the chair, since the fire chief's still up.
Yeah.
I see the F-150 for $46,809.
Yep.
It says it's used to inspect over 1,000 businesses and rental units.
Yes.
Is that in Lincoln Park?
That would be in Lincoln Park. It would be used for rentals for the inspection division.
This will replace the current vehicle?
No, we need another one.
Oh, you need another one? All right. Thank you. And now,
Yep.
one more question.
Sure.
On CDBG, code enforcement,
Yep.
it says this would include the salary of one full-time code enforcement officer dedicated to CDBG. Is this something that we talked about at our work study last week, James?
Yeah, a little bit. This would help cover the cost of bringing the code enforcement, for adding a code enforcement officer.
Full-time.
Yep.
All right, thank you. That's all I have. Thank you.
That's it.
Good.
To the chair for the chief.
Yes.
How often are you changing out that hose?
So the shelf life is 20 years, and we haven't bought any in quite a while.
Okay.
So it's,
I just
we're due. We're
double
due.
check.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody else? Hearing nothing from the audience, we will close. Do you have anything else further you would like to give us tonight?
Do you have any other question? Anybody have any other questions for me?
To the chair, when it comes to the library request, is it normal to fund the entire amount of a project for a major building upgrade like that?
Yes, for a public facility, yes, and it is eligible to be financed through HUD, through our CDBG funding. If you see there, I included this year a matrix code and then the description of that code. And so that explains, that right there is the governance directly from HUD as to what is eligible to be funded and what is not eligible to be funded. So because it's a building that is a public facility that offers a service to the community, that's why. If it were to do an upgrade other than ADA to the city hall, that would not be eligible to be funded because that would be considered normal government use.
And is there more funds being requested than funds available, I guess? I'm assuming.
Absolutely, yeah.
So who makes the decisions on the partials?
So,
Is that
so
us?
I made, so the final decision is yours as city council. On Thursday evening, the CIC, the Community Improvement Commission meets, and they will go over all of these as well, and then they will give their recommendations as well. So then, together, I will give a packet to you guys with my recommendation, the commission's recommendation, and then you guys will make the final decision as to who gets what.
Through the chair. Just a quick question. I'm familiar with everybody but the Young Adult Employment Initiative and the Youth and Young Adult Employment Initiative. Who's
Yeah.
that through?
That is Pastor Darren Barnes.
Gotcha.
And I talked with him this morning. He is out of town and unable to make it back. I think the holiday weekend kind of messed people up with
Yeah.
being able to be here this evening.
Thank you.
Hearing nothing else?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Motion to
Resolved that the special meeting be adjourned at 6:38 PM.
So moved.
Support.
Councilperson Salcido?
Yes.
Ross?
Yes.
Bear?
Yes.
Dupre? Zor?
Yes.
Tobin?
Yes.
And Mayor Higgins.
Yes.